last week, student will answer my question. Okay, number 27. Please stand, number 27. Okay, the question is, based on the scenario that you read, how would you define assessment? Yes, kindly. Yes, you can speak in vernacular, but please optimize your voice. How would you define assessment?
How would you define assessment as grabe ito ma-determine sa teacher kung ang scope na learning strategy sa dapat may apply sa student. Like, nagkuha siya, nag-give siya ka ng tips kita kung saan pag-improve ni Carl sa iyahang learning na mag-work siya with friends or making flashcards.
Yes, very good. You have a point. Please, people. Now, next question. Let us have another student to answer my question. Okay, number 4, kindly stand up. Number 4. Girls. Okay. Now, here is my question. How does this scenario show the importance of assessment in a real-life situation? Anong importante, unsa ipakita ang aning nga scenario kapag importante sa assessment sa real-life situation? So, in that scenario,
Kus gaday.
kita man din sa scenario na si Carl is points niya dito sa low score. So in real na situation, so it is important na if it is important to assess the students if ang students is like sa bank or ganang feeling mo na na-check mo sa iyang studies like alam mo niya na sa iyang study habits. So it is important to have assessment to know the students must improve pa ang iyang learning. Thank you so much, Miss Abilido. Very good. Now, next question. Last question na ni. Okay, number 11, female. Number 11. Now, my question is, again, you may refer on the scenario. When can you say that the assessment is effective?
Based sa scenario and ang kanila mo na siya i-rate sa life.
Yes.
And then, yes, makakawag na to siya o na siya improvement. I mean, rather, ato siya magkakaroon effective ang assessment if naka-improvement ka makita sa score. Ato na ibutan sa score na ko sa exam.
Yes, thank you so much. Very good. Please, Mikasa. So I guess you already have an idea of what our topic will be for this afternoon. Am I right?
Yes!
It's a puro maggaluyong, boy.
Yes, ma'am!
Now, what do you think our topic will be for this afternoon?
Assessment!
Assessment. Now, just like what Miss Masupul said, assessment is the process of collecting information about a child's strengths and needs. So assessment, everyone, is like a toolbox of method that the teachers use to understand or to determine how in order for us to monitor the progress of our students' learning. Yes, Miss Kahes? What did you say?
Assessment is also important in the needs of students and individuals.
Yes, very good, Miss Kahes. Assessment also address the weaknesses and the strength that needs to be enhanced. Miss Kahes, please state your number.
14.
Okay, number 14, thank you so much, number 14. So, any questions about assessment? Okay, none. Then, as future educators, we should always bear in mind that we need to conduct assessment periodically for the following reasons. First, we have to diagnose or diagnostic assessment. Can you read the diagnostic assessment, everyone?
Aims to identify students' prior knowledge and areas needing improvement.
So in diagnostic assessment, from the word itself,
Diagnose.
from the word itself, diagnose. So imagine, pasyente ka and you are going to your doctor to check for your specific illness and the doctor tells you what kind of specific medicines you are needed. Muna siya diagnostic assessment. The teacher will identify the weaknesses and the strength of the students as well as the prerequisite knowledge. When we say prerequisite knowledge, mo ni ang mga nahibawan sa bata from his or her previous na mga eskwelahan. Now, diagnostic assessment is conducted in order for us, future educators, to para mag-introduce og lain na po nga learnings. My God, ganun nagluyaman mo. Okay, let's have an energizer. When I say 1, you stand up, and 2, you sit down, and 3, you shake. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Ang mga wahiha kay ako ang tawag for oral. Okay. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. Now, what is diagnostic assessment? So, diagnostic assessment is like a pre-flight check. So, diagnostic assessment is like a pre-flight check. Next, we have formative assessment. After we diagnose, we form. So, in formative assessment, this is where our help or our work as an educator will makita. Because in formative assessment, we will help the students build their knowledge by asking questions. So, kung akong gibuhat ganihangan, nangutanang ko ni Miss Masumol, that is a form of formative assessment. It is like gathering a quick feedback to see if you are learning something out from the words or out from the knowledge that I say in here. Muna siya formative assessment. And it is an ongoing process because ang formative assessment, pirmi ni siya mahitabo kung ang teacher mag-discuss. Sabtan?
Yes.
Okay, next, after before, we summarize or we sum up, and that is kindly read the summative assessment, everyone.
Evaluate students' learning at the conclusion of an instructional period.
So from the word itself, summary, and it happens in the conclusion, meaning sa end siya. So in summative assessment, it shows how much you've learned overall. For example, kanang pre-read examination. That is an example of summative assessment because it shows kung unsa ang inyong namauhan within that longer time period. the student's learning over a longer learning period. Nagets ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure? Yes. Okay, next we have evaluative assessment. Evaluative assessment. This is the diagnostic assessment, the formative and the summative assessment is generally specified by evaluative assessment. Now, can you read the definition of evaluative assessment?
It's used to judge the effectiveness of a program or instructional approach.
So, in evaluative assessment, it is like a judge giving a score on a performance. Muna siya evaluative assessment because it helps determine what skills and abilities the students has acquired during the learning process. And it helps educators determine whether the objectives are met or not. Muna siya evaluative assessment. Nasab na nag-evaluative assessment?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure? Okay, next we have okay. Placement assessment. From the word itself, place. No. Can you read the definition of placement assessment?
It's used to determine the most appropriate educational setting or level for a student based on their skills.
Now, placement assessment. From the word itself, place. Yes, Miss Hasco, number 29. I see that you're talking to your classmate. I guess you have an idea of what is placement assessment. From the word itself, place.
Placement assessment is being the final
Yes, very good, Miss Mihasco. Now, placement assessment. From the word itself, place. It figures out the current level or skill you have and places you in the right group or class. That is placement assessment. For example, si teacher nag-conduct of test during enrollment para mahibawan niya kung asang mga section ibuta. That is an example of placement assessment. Is that the placement assessment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next we have inclusive assessment. So from the word itself, inclusive. Can you read the definition of inclusive assessment?
Recognize the rich diversity of students as a strength and tackle inequities.
So in inclusive assessment class, it makes sure that everyone has a fair chance to show what they learn, regardless of their background and learning style. So in inclusive assessment, si teacher maghatag og project or activity na makahatag or maka-enhance sa mga preferred learning styles sa mga bata. For example, sa inclusive assessment, si teacher naghatag og activity about reflection sa historical event. Now, si teacher naghatag og choice whether ang imong reflection is ipaagi pa nimo og poem, ipaagi nimo og song, ipaagi nimo og illustration, or ipaagi nimo og essay. That is an example of inclusive assessment. Nasabtan na ba ang assessment purposes?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the assessment purposes again?
Diagnostic assessment, formative assessment, summative assessment, evaluative assessment, placement assessment, and inclusive assessment.
Now, since we're done with the assessment purposes, let us move on with our next topic, which is the assessment methods or the methods of assessment. Now, in methods of assessment, Di ba? Kung saan na nimo pagkanda og assessment kung wala kay test nga gamiton. Correct? Yes, very good. Now, test is a procedure or tool to measure, evaluate, or assess something. So, kung mag-conduct ng assessment, kani si test is very inevitable. No, dito di siya mawa. Kani si test. Now, nasabta na ang test? Yes. Okay, let's move on with norm reference test. Okay, norm reference test.
Compare a child's performance with a representative sample of students of the same chronological age.
Kani si norm reference test. Think of it like a race with lots of runners. Imagine na inyong galingon as one of the runners. So, kani siya, it is like a race because it compares your performance with other runners. So, kani si norm reference test, nag-focus di siya sa imuhang performance. And its goal is to rank using the percentile ranking. Nasabtan?
Yes.
Si norm reference test compares your performance with other students that has the same chronological age as you. So, mag-focus siya sa imong ability. Kung asa ka nag-stand, anak nga, room tintahay, ingani. Kung sa may imong rank diri sa room, or top 1 ba ka, top 2 ba ka, that is norm reference test. It focuses on the comparison sa imong performance between sa imong classmates. That is norm reference test. Is that done?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we have criterion-based reference test. Criterion-based reference test is like a driving test. No? Kung si norm reference test is like a race nga daghan og runners. Kani si criterion-based reference test, mura ni siya og driving test because it checks to see if you meet the certain standard. Mo na si criterion-based reference test. From the word itself, criterion, meaning na ay
Criteria.
and na ay standard na dapat ma-meet. Mo na si criterion reference test. So, criterion-based reference test, by definition, compare a child's performance based on established standards and competencies and can be used to describe student performance. Kani si criterion-based reference test, nag-focus niyo sa imong individual abilities without comparing you to your peers. Mao ni si criterion-based. So, kung sa ganito si norm reference, mag-focus sa performance o sa imuhang ranking, sa imong rank. O kani si criterion-based reference test, mag-focus sa imong abilities, sa imong abilities. Now, para masabtan ang norm reference o criterion-based reference na, example, si Miss Barrientos, kani siya, nakakuha siya og 99% sa iyang exam sa EN 115. Nya ang cut score sa katong exam 80% ra. So, si Marie Grace natapuan sa siyang klase kay na 99% man iyang kuan. So, tapuan siya kay iyang ubang classmate kay below 99. So, that is the interpretation of norm reference test na ay rank kung asa kagastan between sa imong peers. Muna siya. Unya, kung ipagi na og criterion-based reference interpretation, di ba si Marie Chris nakakuha siya og 99% sa iyang exam. Unya, kay ang average passing score is 75% raman. Karon, ang pangutana, na-meet ba ni Marie Chris ang standard? Na-meet wala?
Na-meet.
Na-meet wala?
Na-meet.
Nanong na-meet man? Yes, very good. Kaya nilapas pa siya sa 75%. Because in criterion-based reference test, it's either you meet the standard or you don't. Mao ng criterion
authentic and thus can be used primarily to describe performance.
So, kaning informal assessment, maggamit ta permi diri o formative assessment. Kung sa ganitong formative assessment,
Ongoing.
yes, it is an ongoing process kay it is like a quick check-up. So, kanitong si informal assessment, mura po di siya og a quick check-up. Mura di siya quick check-up because it is a casual way to see how you're doing. Mag-check na ni siya kung nakamao ba ka sa gitunlo or wala. Mo lang magkasagaran magamit ta og formative assessment diri. Pero ang formative assessment magnakay structure na sundon o planado siya. Pero ang kani sila, mura na siya kanang kalit-kalit or snapshot. Mura na og kanang intahay ako, mangutan ko ninyo. O, unsa man tayo mo nasabtan sa diagnostic assessment. O, mura na yan na, mura mag-check na siya kung unsa imong nasabtan. Pero kanino na kayo. Inga na siya, mo na informal assessment. Now, authentic assessment, can you read?
Provide students the opportunity to apply knowledge and skills in real-world settings.
So, authentic assessment. Ano is authentic assessment? Mag-include of performance-based activities. Kaya ang kaning authentic assessment, mag-involve na ni siya o, saman, from the word itself, authentic. Yes, mag-involve na ni siya o real. So, ang mga assessment diri sa authentic assessment must involve a real-life application. So, in authentic assessment, it is like a real-life project. More siya real-life project. Kay, you are able to apply your knowledge. Of course, in a real-life situation, in the real-life setting. Muna yung authentic assessment. Now, ang kanisi informal assessment, magamit po din sa authentic assessment. Kaya kanisi informal assessment, mag-check o kung sa imong nahibawan. Nya si authentic assessment, mag-check po kung sa imuhang nahibawan o ma-apply ba po nimo. So, maning informal o authentic, mag-uban na sila. Silang duha. Nasabtan ba?
Yes.
Now, what are the methods of assessment again?
Test, norm references, criterion-based references, informal assessment, and authentic assessment.
Now, let us move on with our next topic, which is the
Assessment principles.
Now, the DEC or the Division for Early Childhood of the Council for Exceptional Students provides the following principles in order for us to follow in making assessment. First, we have the
Purposeful assessment.
Okay, purposeful assessment, meaning focusing on main goals. So, assessment must be purpose-driven. So, this means that assessment should have a clear understanding of the objectives. And this approach emphasizes the idea na ang grades or assessment must not only be conducted in order for us na makahatag ang grades, but also to provide valuable information and to guide student growth. Noon ay pasabot ang purposeful assessment. Dapat ang assessment nimo is na ay goal. Na ay goal para ini conduct nimo assessment dili mayabog. Masabtan sa estudyante kung unsa ang gusto nimong maabutan na kuan na objective. Unya napag-job sila'y pa-learn. That is purposeful assessment. Next, we have developmentally appropriate assessment. Can you read?
Stress the importance of using developmentally appropriate assessment tools and methods.
So, in developmentally appropriate assessment, meaning matching age assessment must be tailored to the age and the developmental stage of the student. Siyempre, dapat magkauyo ng buha. Dapat ang imong assessment masakto sa imong mga estudyante. For example, kung young learners ang imong estudyante, dapat ang imong assessment is focused on unsa man, writing activities or reading activities or play-based activities. Asa man ana? Kung young learners ang imong estudyante, asa man ang focus sa imong assessment? Writing activities, reading activities, or play-based activities?
Play-based.
Of course, play-based activities. Kay gawman ta nga ang young learners dali na ma-divert ang ilahang attention span or ilang attention span. That's why our assessment must be tailored to the age and to the developmental stage of our students. Next, we have strength-based assessment. Now, in strength-based assessment, professionals should focus on identifying the child's strength. Meaning, ang kita as future educators, we should not only focus on the weaknesses. Kaya di ba maumadin na sa una pa lamang, dapat ma-identify nila po ang weakness na ng bataa para matarong-tarong niya ang iyang pagkakon. Dapat inganit yun siya. But, we should not forget that we should also highlight or enhance the strength and the talents of our students. Because assessment should not only focus on strengthening the weak, it should also enhancing the strengths and the talents. That is the third principle of assessment provided by the TTC. Next, we have ongoing assessment. Assessment should be conducted
Regularly to monitor the child's progress.
the ongoing assessment, meaning dapat ato ang assessment is magsigi kag conduct of assessment in order to examine natin. Please stand. Yes, number please. According to AMI, our assessment must be conducted regularly to monitor the progress of our child or our students. Muna siya purpose sa ongoing assessment. Now, any clarifications or questions regarding my topic? Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the assessment principles again?
Purposeful assessment, developmentally appropriate assessment, strength-based assessment, and ongoing assessment.
Okay. Now, let us have our application. Okay, I will group you into two groups. This is group 1 and this is group 2. Don't worry, kay yes na siya nato. Kay tasas na itong discussion. Now, what I want you to do is to construct a sample exam of each type of assessment. Now, what are the types of assessment again? The diagnostic, the formative, the summative, the placement, evaluative, inclusive, placement. Okay. Mga tayo mga type of assessment, but I want you to make the 4 type of assessment nila sa formative, diagnostic, summative, o placement, mura na. And you are going to write your output in a 1 whole yellow pad, strictly no erasure. Okay, 20 items each type of assessment and you can choose whatever subject you like. Gagaman of assessment. Okay, we pass your papers. Okay, very good everyone. I guess you understood my topic today. You did great. Now let us move on with our assessment. Okay, kindly get 1/2 sheet of paper. Dili na siya assume guys. Dili na siya assume. blank sheet of paper and please read the directions before answering.
Identify the following questions and write your answers on a 1/2 sheet of paper. Write your answer in capital letters.
I will give you 5 minutes to answer. That is very easy.
Si Janice. Pwede naman pa kayo eh.
Room 19. Meron po dyan.
That's one again.
Please answer your own papers. Yes, I have.
Sorry, Dan. This principal means
Okay, excuse me, ma'am. Is it okay na ba na erase? Talk here na eraser and please stop talking. Mana? Come on. Para ba yung test 2? You only have 2 minutes left. Just know, ha, I will collect your papers whether you finish or not. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Dali, number 5. 5. Tara.
How do you know that? 5 minutes have passed. Are you done? Kasi naman itong Nambira.
Test 2.
Okay, test 2. I will give you 3 minutes for test 2. Okay, 1 minute left. Okay, time's up. Exchange your papers. And you will be on. Exchange your papers now. Sige na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dali na, mag-check na. Sige. Okay, read number 1, everyone.
It is an assessment purpose that aims to identify students' prior knowledge, strengths, and areas needing improvement.
Now, what is the answer?
Diagnostic
Diagnostic
assessment.
Guide students' prior knowledge. Next, can you read number 2?
These are considered more authentic and thus can be used primarily to describe performance and inform instruction.
Now, what is the answer? Isa?
Authentic.
Isa? Informal assessment. Next, number 3.
It is a procedure or tool used to measure, evaluate, or assess something.
Test. Okay, number 4.
Identifying the child's strengths and abilities rather than only focusing on their weaknesses.
Strength-based assessment.
Yes, strength-based assessment. Now, number 5.
This assessment purpose is used to determine the most appropriate educational setting or level for a student based on their skills and abilities.
Placement assessment. Okay, kinsa mo volunteer ba sa test 2 is test. Read your answer. So, what are your ways to know that you are learning? So, based on my personal perspective, reflection is my way of knowing that I am learning. Reflecting after every quizzes, exams, activity, and even projects, it gives me the vision of the areas which I need to improve and the areas which I excel. Learning doesn't really focus on getting high score and grades. For me, learning happens when there is an improvement. It's very good. Now, if your answer have na improvement or Pambawi sa larong sa number. Okay, now pass your papers in front. Please be quiet. Now, kindly pass the yellow papers that I give you. I-pass sa likod. Tagay isa. Get one and pass. Mana? Yes, ma'am. Now for our, okay, for our assignment, I want you to read the next topic because we will be having a quiz about that topic, of course. Now for our concluding activity, write what you learned today in one sentence in the yellow paper that was given to you. We have to do your names, ma'am. Nandito na lang what I nabutangin ka. And in the back portion sa papel, you can write your confusions about the topic. Pero if wala, just leave it blank. That will serve as your exit ticket as you exit my class. Now are you done? Now. Ito na? Kindly stand. Balog na. Balog na! Whoa! Okay, instruction ha. Before you leave my class, ihatag ninyo ng inyong yellow paper. Get?